Where have I been? Where in the world is Philion? Well, I graduated college, Zoom class of 2020, baby. Got my bachelor's degree in communications with a concentration in digital production. Basically, I'm super equipped to make YouTube videos. And that's what I'm going to be doing full time now. It's sink or swim, baby. I gotta make it in this world. And if you guys don't see me uploading, it's probably because I got a job as a barista or some shit to help pay some bills. So the other day I put up a majestic selfie asking you guys, what type of content do you want to see? As if I already didn't know the answer myself. You guys want fitness content back. So I said, you know what, fuck it. Let's give the people what they want. Let's come back with a banger. If you guys want to stay up to date with me, you can follow me on Instagram at iPhilion. That's where I post the most amount of content besides YouTube. Or you could check out my Twitter, which I barely tweet, at Third Eye of Truth. Or you could tune into the Sunday Sauce podcast, available on all platforms, which drops every Sunday. I myself am a co-host with my friend Vinny. We talk about a wide variety of topics, and it's your grandmother's favorite podcast. Let's get into today's video. The fitness industry can be defined as a never-ending tribal warfare of idiots. I'm going to be breaking down the psychology of each tribe and explaining to you guys why this entire group of muscle-bound, glycogen-soaked troglodytes is already dead. There is no future in the fitness industry, at least the way it currently stands. I'm just here to put it out of its misery. I'm not going to name any names, I'm just going to provide the metaphorical and philosophical framework as to why this system exists. So there are 4 warring kingdoms within this blood-soaked feudal landscape known as the fitness industry. Let's start with the first tribe known as the Lost Ones. The Lost Ones are a small tribe of the fitness industry. They're also the loudest. There is no helping these people. They need to be slapped in the dome with a book. The word moderation does not exist in the mind of a lost one. That is because moderation is for pussies. I'm talking about the extremists, from the green juice drinking butthole sunners to the human growth hormone induced science experiments. From the extreme vegans to the extreme carnivores, each end of the spectrum thinks they're right, and they literally refuse to believe anything else, because they hold their beliefs so close to their personal identity. Challenging their beliefs is challenging them as a person. If you get into a disagreement with a lost one, they discombobulate, they shut down, they don't know how to act. If you listen closely, their brain starts whirring like dial-up internet. The lost ones believe in pseudoscience and develop a horrible case of a bro mentality. They latch on to whatever feels different because feeling different kind of feels like you're right. The lost ones of the fitness industry come in many shapes and sizes. They're either 90 pounds soaking wet walking around on a 13-day fast on the brink of death, or 350 pounds of lean bison meat, worrying about when they're going to disappear if they don't have their 6 meals a day, train 7 days a week, and lift until their tendons and joints explode. They oftentimes regurgitate information that their buddy said who's bigger than them on online forums such as bodybuilding.com, Reddit, or they even plague gym locker rooms with nonsensical verbal diarrhea. They make sure to never fact-check a single piece of information or be open to new ideas. They walk around the fitness industry like hulking homunculuses with traps connecting to their earlobes, or as self-help gurus who haven't showered in 9 days because hot water is for pussies. It clouds your judgment and makes you not think clearly. They're spinning their wheels in the mud. Nobody listens to the lost ones. They only find these small pockets of people, like cults. The next tribe in the fitness industry is known as the hopeful ones. Now the hopeful ones are a small tribe and they usually keep to themselves. They are the sheep that are led astray. They're not at fault because they don't know any better. It usually consists of young, impressionable teenagers who are new to the fitness industry. I know it's hard to admit, I myself was once a hopeful one. I remember pedaling down on my bike to Planet Fitness to hit a bodybuilder split workout, and then rushing home to pound back a protein shake within my 30-minute anabolic window, otherwise I was going to lose all my gains, as I watched YouTube Fitness at the time, which consisted of The Baileys, Furious Pete, Hodge Twins, Elliot Hulse, and Rich Piana. I thought my six-pack was going to bring me happiness, and everything else in my life was going to fall into place. I am happy to say, though, that the hopeful ones is usually a transitional tribe. You only stay here if you don't become self-aware. And in order to do that, you have to open up your third eye. Ugh! This next tribe, known as the delusional ones, is the largest tribe of the fitness industry. And my God, they have strength in numbers. These are the people that are trying to make it in the fitness industry. They want to stand out from the crowd and make a name for themselves. They want to look good for the sole sake of social media validation. They want more followers on TikTok, more likes on Instagram, more views on YouTube. The delusional ones look up to their delusional forefathers and influencers before them. By doing this, they usually develop body image dysmorphia, copious amounts of eating disorders, and develop a hyper-competitive macho man complex. They love listening to EDM music in hopes that their followers share the same bad taste in music as themselves. They like to slap orange and teal filters over their workout footage that nobody cares about or watches anymore. And they even wear stringers and athleisure to family events because they were conditioned to think that that's socially acceptable. They think their style of working out is the be-all, end-all. It's the bee's fucking knees, and anyone who works out differently is wrong and stupid. Remember guys, with the delusional ones, more attention equals more success. They buy every piece of clothing from every influencer-owned clothing drop, thinking it makes them bigger while they work out. Meanwhile, it all comes from the same manufacturer in China. They think supplements and powders are the answer to their lack of 5% body fat or 20-inch biceps. They sip on BCAAs as if it's some magical fucking gym potion that makes them last longer during their bench press set. Meanwhile, they're too delusional to realize that branched-chain amino acids are the building blocks of protein, which is found in, anything like rice, beans, chicken, broccoli. The delusional ones go to each and every pop-up shop or fitness expo and wait in line to meet their favorite fitness industry athletes. And I say athletes because give me a break, man. 99% of these athletes can't fucking run a mile without passing out. Your favorite fitness industry heroes are juiced up to the gills and shadow pinning before your very eyes in order to sell products and make money. The delusional ones oftentimes take the same exact pseudo-intellectual, motivational captioned, shirtless mirror selfies. They expect more likes on today's post than yesterday's. What they don't realize is that they're trying so hard people get turned off. It goes over their head that they're tryhards. The delusional ones are so vain, it oftentimes takes a full transcendental crisis to realize their own behavior. The last and smallest tribe of the fitness industry is known as the enlightened ones. Now, the enlightened ones are so far from the fitness industry, I don't even know if they're part of it. It's like, is Pluto a planet? I'm not the one to decide that, but what I do know is that they are my favorite. The enlightened ones consist of three groups of people. People who don't care, they either never heard about the fitness industry or couldn't be bothered. People who want to watch the industry burn to the ground because they know that it's beyond saving. And dads. Hear me out. Dads will work out in anything. They don't need to impress anyone, and they will wear anything to the gym. They single-handedly brought back the chunky sneaker trend from the 80s and 90s by wearing New Balances all the way up until 2020. They even revived Champion as a brand. They were wearing that shit before it was cool to wear overpriced sweatwear. If you think about it, every dad has strong forearms, developed calf muscles, and they believe in cardio. Who's really winning here? The cool thing about the enlightened ones is that they place health, longevity, and enjoyment at the top of their priority list. They don't need to impress other people for their own validation. The enlightened ones don't compete in inherently rigged activities that shaves years off your lifespan, such as bodybuilding, in which you stand up on stage in a mankini, looking crispier than a piece of bacon, only to get judged by other men, all for a plastic trophy. Where's the glory in that? Most importantly, the enlightened ones embrace the suck. They recognize that sucking at something is the first step at being great at something. They don't take shortcuts because they want success now. No, they're not puss boys. The enlightened ones denounce any form of performance-enhancing drugs and laugh in the face of stupid supplements. They're completely content with their natural abilities and recognize that this is the way things are supposed to be. There is balance and harmony. Where the fuck is there balance in the fitness industry? There is none. Balance is something that nobody understands in the fitness industry. Go for a run, train your heart, eat some pizza, go experience nature with some friends. Most importantly, don't listen to these clowns running this circus known as the fitness industry. Wake up.
Philion pulled up, fuck your bitch. Anybody wanna run up, put them all up in the ditch. Puss boys no go, better back up quick. You punk, don't flop, bitch, you ain't shit. Philion pulled up, fuck your bitch. Anybody wanna run up, put them all up in the ditch. Puss boys no go, better back up quick. You punk, don't flop, bitch, you ain't shit.